Hey guys and gals, Derpadash Chichi Bicycan here, and what you're looking at is an album I've been listening to for the past few days now. Actually, for not a whole fucking year. And I just finally decided to get along to the review of this. Um, because I have a physical copy, but we're using this. Um, but here's what I gotta say. To all the metalheads out there who are bashing this, mostly because they're like, oh, she teenage girls messing up the sanctity of metal. Fuck off. Because, I'll tell you right now, if you've never heard of this group before, ever, and you just happen to pick up an album on Curiosity, the first track is going to hit you hard like a fucking Mack truck to a train. Okay? Death? Holy shit. It sounds like something that probably Slayer would have put out, if I had to put any comparison to. And holy shit, is it a good one. Now, there's very little vocals from the girls, but even there's during the break and bridge, during their live concerts, which I've seen videos of, and I'm looking forward to possibly going to one eventually. They actually, during their show, will put Sumetal, who's the lead vocalist, she's now 18. I think she was like 16 when this whole thing started. They put her on a freaking cross. So it's the crucifixion of Sumetal. And if that doesn't call hardcore to you, and you think Guar is hardcore, no. You've probably never seen a fucking band do a damn crucifixion live on stage. So, which is insane of itself. And here's a little taste. And if that doesn't prove it to you that they can be as hardcore as something like Slayer, then your taste in metal is so one-eyed. You just got a closed mind. Up next is Megitsune. And actually, Death is one of my top 3 tracks. Megitsune? Oh my god. It's got that typical kind of J-pop style to the whole thing. And it kind of sounds a little bit of a combination of some tech metal, is what I like to call it. We put in like EDM elements. And it sounds a little bit something like you probably would hear on Beatmania, Poppin' Music, any of the Bimani titles from Konami. And actually, speaking of that, Konami, where the fuck are you with the Babymetal DLC for Guitar Freaks? Come on. It is just an excellent track. Next is Gimme Chocolate. Hey, the one song that, like, every single one of my friends outside of the otaku group seems to even know of. And it's like the most common one I hear anybody hum or attempt to sing the Japanese lyrics of. And in fact, actually one of my favorite MLP fan base or fan VAs that does like fan dub stuff of other songs. She did an English cover to this song. So, and that was Ellie Monti. So, go check her out for her cover of it, which is an excellent track. And oddly enough, I was kind of brought onto this group via the Fine Bros, who did I think they were Teens or Kids React to Babymetal. It was kind of crazy. And actually just recently they actually had Babymetal themselves on to react to the reaction of their music. So, and there I say it, Samantha. I have a huge crush on her. She, actually, all three of them were kind of hot. But, Gimme Chocolate sounds like kind of a typical anime theme song. I don't know why it won't give me a preview of this, but then we got Line. Oh my god. Okay, this one is like a combination of 3 different styles. You got death metal with rap midway through, and then another part. There's like 3 parts to it. The third part sounds like something that comes straight out of Dance Dance Revolution. It's kind of a mix mash of different genres, and Japan overall, I like all the stuff that comes out of Japan and South Korea just because it's a lot more creative, and I swear there's just more freedom of genre over there. They do whatever the hell they please. So that's why this appeals to me. Akatsuki! Oh boy. Another one that kind of has the huge J-pop anime theme kind of styling to it, with a bit more heavy emphasis. But once again, showing off the vocals is amazing. Doki Doki Morning. Like, the anime fan of me completely just nerds out with this one in particular, mostly due to its kind of happy-go-lucky kind of sound to it, and it is just, bubblegum J-pop sound is kind of cool. Now, track 7. I've heard someone say very comparable to Nookie by Limp Bizkit, and kind of has the same tonal points to it. Or Onadari Deisakusen. Which this is my number 2 favorite track, right behind Death. And then with that is Line off this album. Just this one in particular, track 7, it has really good Shuguru Shamisen segments integrated with. It's kind of almost like synth metal. And it's just so perfect done. It is my favorite track off this album entirely. This is another one which I actually have someone made. Thank you to whoever made the charts for Frets on Fire for this album, which I've been playing for the past few days. And this is actually the most fun song on there to play. And Song 4, or also known as Uta 4, another heavy hitter that is worth a listen. I can't really pinpoint exactly what they're trying to hit, but holy crap. Just once again, great vocals and good guitar work. Uki Uki Midnight. Another kind of cutesy, but also like high energy tech metal track. Now, Catch Me If You Can. Don't have too much of an opinion on that. Same with Headbanger. But Rondo of Nightmare is another really good heavy hitter. If you're kind of into that death metal, core metal sound, this is it right there. And then we have Ishime Dame Satai, which is very similar in nature to Line. Aline. And holy shit. Though it doesn't have the rap bass in the middle, but it's kind of a mix of like straight heavy metal and J-pop in other segments. It's a complete mishmash. Once again, Road of Resistance, which this is on the new album as well, and this features really good guitar work, especially since they managed to grab Herman Lee from Dragon Force to do some lead guitar work for the backing band, and it shows, and it's excellent, because Herman Lee knows what the hell he does, and does it well. And this is coming from a former Dragon Force fan, and so more props to Babymetal for grabbing Herman Lee from Dragon Force to do some work for Babymetal. This just excellent. And then finally, and I think this is just a US release, we get Gimme Chocolate live at O2. O2A something. Everybody's heard that song, and it's the most common one you'll hear most outsiders of the fan base know, but it's complete excellence. Here's Road of Resistance. That's Herman Lee's guitar work right there. And it's very distinguishable. Anybody's heard who are fans of Dragon Force Love this track. It's made Gemma Setter. That's another one of the popular ones. Is Ijime, Dame, Zetai, Gimme Chocolate, and Line. Those are like the main three that everybody knows. And that everybody's been exposed to. That one kind of has more of like a progressive power metal kind of feel to it. Then we got Headbanger. Which is kind of more jumpy. Rondo of Nightmare, like I said. Pretty hardcore. Catch me if you can, like I figured. Though it's at some points it sounds like something out of Sonic.exe. But hey, you know. So there you go. A little bit of sampling and a review for you of Babymetal's debut album, which is so worth it. Pick it up. It's on Amazon. It's at every place that sells CDs still, if you're into buying a physical copy. And yeah, it's on Google Play and I believe also iTunes. So, and Amazon MP3. And actually, here's the cool thing. Is that if you purchase it on Amazon, the physical copy, you get a free MP3 digital copy with it. So, go pick that up. If you enjoyed what you heard here today. Peace out and rock on. I give this album a 10 out of 10. Legendary.